Hello guys, it is Shivam here. Welcome to a brand new video where we are making the service booking app from the scratch with the help of Flutter. So on this video, we are going to cover stunning user interface, service categories, appointment, scheduling and many more. So do not forget to hit that like button and let's keep the like aim of 500 likes on this video. I know you will definitely do that. And do not forget to hit that subscribe button so that you won't miss out on any of the upcoming videos we upload on this channel. Now let's get started. Now let's move and we'll create a service provider app from the scratch. So first I'm going to create the home page of our service provider app. So let's move to the leaf folder and we'll create a new folder in our leaf folder which is pages. And inside the pages folder I will create a new file which will be home.dart. And now here I will simply import the package by using material.dart and will write stateful widget and then will name the stateful widget name home, and here we need to call the home page so that I can show you what all code I'm writing in home.dart file. So let's move to the main.dart page again and we'll simply call this home page over here, and here you can see the home page. Basically it is completely dark because we haven't passed any code. So we'll first write a scaffold and we'll write body. Now we'll write body container, now child and column. Yeah, now children. So column and children, yeah. So here it is. Now here you can see the debug show mode check banner. So if you have followed my old series, then you already know that to remove this debug show mode check banner, you can simply pass up to false and it will simply remove this banner from here. Now after this, here you can see that there is some blue lines under each widgets. So you can simply remove that by simply passing a two lines in the rules section in analysis options.yaml file. So let me paste that two lines over here. So these are the two lines that we need to paste in our rules section. Now let's move to the home.dart page again, and here we'll now write the code for our service provider app. So this is not a first app that I'm making on this channel. So if you are new to this channel, I've already made like nearly 10 to 11 apps on this channel by using Flutter, Firebase, API integration and many more SDKs. So if you want, you can follow that and can add some apps to your app bucket list. So now let's move, and here I will simply pass an container, and in the container I need to add a mixture of two or more color. Now to add a mixture of two or more color, we need to pass a color in a linear gradient. So we need to pass decoration, box decoration, will pass a gradient and will pass a linear gradient, and in the linear gradient we need to simply pass the colors, and inside the colors I need to simply pass a color that I'm going to use. So I will use a customized color code over here. So the color code I'm going to use is 0x F7 F9 FA, F9 and FA. Yeah. Now the second color 0x FF. Yeah. Now the second color will be color 0x FF DDEE F8. So this is the second color that I'm going to use. Now after this I need to start this first color from the top right and end the second color from the bottom left. Now here you can see that this is a very light color, so I need to simply increase the shade of this color. So you can use this panel and can increase the color shade according to your choice. So I will simply increase this color and will simply pass begin, and not over here, begin alignment dot top left, top right, and will end in bottom left. So we'll write end and will end in alignment dot bottom left, yeah. So here it is. Now in this container I need to simply pass a column, and in the column I need to simply pass a username. So we'll write column. So first we need to pass a child, then we need to pass a column children. Now we can simply pass a text, and in the text I need to simply pass a hello and the username, which is Maria, and we'll pass a style which will be a text style, and a text style. In the color I will simply pass colors dot orange. Yeah, and here after this, here you can see the text and the container. Now we need to pass some margin so that I can simply see this text clearly. So first I need to pass a width, which will be media query dot of context dot size dot width, so that it can take a complete width of the screen, and we need to move this text to the left side. So I will simply pass a cross, which will be cross axis alignment dot start. Yeah, something like this. Now after this I need to simply pass a font size, which will be 20.0, and font width, which will be bold. Yeah, so here it is, hello Maria, and now we need to simply pass like padding so that I can see the text clearly. Now we can pass a padding edge insert dot only from the top, which will be 50.0. So here you can see the text now from the left to, so we'll write left 20.0 hello Maria. Now after this, once I show the user name, I need to show the user image over here. So let's move and we'll simply create one folder name, which is images, and inside this images folder I will paste some image that I have saved in my device or in my laptop. So I will paste some images over here, and to call this image I will show you how to call that image from this images folder. So I paste one random girl image. Now to call this JPG image, I need to simply move to the perspec.ml file, and here I need to call this images folder. So I will simply call this images folder, so assets and that folder name where I have saved the image file. Now after this I need to simply call this image, so we'll write image dot asset, and we need to call a images folder name where we have saved that file name, and we'll simply write girl dot jpg, something like this. Now we need to pass the height up to 90 and a width up to 90, and a fit box fit dot cover, so that it can take complete height and width of the screen. So here you can see the image, but I need to bring over here. So we'll simply wrap up with a row widget, and we can simply remove this or cut this, and we'll paste it over here. Now we need to also lower down the height and width, which will be 40 and 40. Now I need to move this image to the right side and give a spacing between this text and the image. So to give a maximum space, I will simply pass main axis alignment dot space between, and it will simply pass a maximum space. Now we can pass a padding up to right 20.0. Now here we can simply pass the height. Yeah, now after this I need to simply wrap up the image with a clip react widget, and we'll simply pass a border radius, which will be border radius dot circular 10. So here you can see the image of that user that we have wrote over here. Now if you want, you can also provide a complete circle image according to your choice, what you like. Now after this, once we wrote the username, I need to write just below which service do you need. So I will copy this text widget again, and will paste it over here, and will simply remove this text, and will simply write the which service do you need, and will simply pass the question mark, and here you can see the text. Now we need to also change the color. So here I need to pass a customized color code. So I will write that customize color code over here. So we'll write 0xff, sorry, yeah, 0xff. Now we'll write 284A79. So here you can see the our color that I am going to use for this text widget. But before we move forward, I want to introduce you with app crafting. So if you are looking for an app for your business, school, etc., now don't look further because we are going to make your budget friendly app from the scratch for both Android and iOS. You can contact us with our email or Instagram ID and get your first app with app crafting. Now let's move to the app. Now here I need to simply increase our text size, so I will simply pass up to 25. Yeah, and we can lower down this text font size up to 18. Yeah, now which service do you need? And here we can simply pass up to 28, or let's pass 25, and we'll pass slash n so that I can change the line. So here you can see which service do you need. Yeah, now after this, once we have passed the username and the image, we need to pass a search bar just below this text so that the user can search for the respective service they are looking for. So we'll simply pass a container. Now in this container, we'll pass a width, which will be media query dot of context dot size dot width, and the decoration, which will be a box decoration. Now the color will simply pass, which is colors dot white. Yeah, now we need to pass a text field so that the user can enter a text on this text field. So we'll write decoration, input decoration, which will be a border, and the input border dot none. Now we can simply pass a hint text. So we'll write a hint text, and in the hint text we can simply write how can I help you. Yeah, so here it is. Now here you can see the container that I'm going to use, and now we can simply pass a size box, which will be a height up to 20.0, something like this. Yeah, now we can simply pass a hint style so that I can give some styling, I mean the color, to this hint text. So we'll simply pass the hint style and we'll write a text style. Now the color, which will be colors dot black up to 45. Yeah, and we can simply pass a padding. So we'll write padding edge inset dot only from the left, which will be 20.0. Now here, once the user write a text on this text field, after this I need to simply show the search icon. So I will simply pass a suffix icon. So I will write a suffix icon, and the icon, which will be icons dot, I think so, a search icon. Yeah, and we can simply pass the color to this search icon. So I'm going to use this color that we have passed to this text widget, and we'll simply pass the color over here. So we'll remove this, yeah, and a comma. So here you can see the color that we have passed to this search icon. Now we can pass the border radius to this container. So we'll write border radius, and the border radius will be circular up to 10. So here we have wrote a text field. Now we need to pass top services that we want to show on this app, which is cleaning, painting, repairing, and laundry. So let me paste some icon images for these services that I've just told you now in the images folder, and we'll show them one by one over here. So I have pasted some icons that I'm going to use in the app in the images folder. So here you can see a cleaning, laundry, painting, and repairing. Now I'm going to use this icon here just below this search bar. So I will simply pass a row and the children, and inside the children I need to use this icon. So first I'm going to use a container and a child. So the icon that I'm going to use, I want to give a white background to that icon. So here I'm going to use a container. Now after this I need to simply pass the image, so which will be image dot asset, and first one is the image, that is a laundry image. So we'll simply pass laundry dot png. Now the height and the width will be 30, width 30, and the fit box fit dot cover. Yeah, so here you can see a image of an laundry. Now we can simply pass a size box up to height, which will be 20.0. Now after this, I need to simply pass a decoration, box decoration. Now the color will be simply like colors dot white, and the padding will be like padding edge inset dot all up to 10. Yeah, now we can simply increase the height and the width so that I can simply, oh sorry, yeah, so here it is. Now after this, I need to simply pass a border radius, so we'll write a border radius, and the border radius will be circular 60. So here now you can see a laundry icon. Now just below this icon, I can simply pass a cleaning service name. So I will simply pass a column. So we'll write an column, and you can copy this text widget. We'll paste it over here again, and the we'll write cleaning. Simply change up to 16. Not inside this. I need outside this, so I will simply wrap the column over here. So we'll remove this column from here and we'll paste it outside. Yeah, so here you can see a cleaning. Now we can simply pass the size box height up to 5.0 if you want to pass some spacing. Now let me add some more service over here. So we'll copy this column widget again and we'll paste it in the row widget here again. And here first we need to simply pass the size box width so that I can pass some spacing between these two service. Now we can simply rename this file name to painting. So we'll write painting. Yeah. So here you can see the painting. Now we can simply write painting. Yeah. Now after this, I need to copy this again and we'll paste it again in the row widget. We'll paste it over here and we'll simply write a third service name, which is laundry, and we'll change it to laundry again. So we'll write laundry. Yeah, so here you can see a laundry. The first one is laundry. I've wrote laundry. Made a small mistake. Sorry. So we'll write cleaning. Yeah, so here it is a cleaning, painting, laundry, and the fourth one is, I think so, we have used a fourth one is repairing. Yeah, so we'll copy this again and we'll paste it in the row widget and we'll rename to repairing. I hope that spelling is correct. Repairing. Yeah, so this is the 4 service that we are going to show in our app. So after the 4th service is shown, I need to simply give some spacing and pass a size box. So we'll copy this size box and we'll paste it over here. Yeah, maybe we can do up to 20. So here it is, and this is the main container for our home page that we have created, where you can see the username, the user picture, text like which service do you need, a search bar to enter a service that the user is looking for, a top service for the app. Though I have added only 4 service over here, but if you want, you can add some more service by using a list view, and you can simply scroll and can see all the service over here. So till now, if you haven't hit that like button, then please hit that like button. So I want to keep the like aim for this video is of 500 likes. So if the 500 likes will be completed on this UI design for this service provider app, then I'm going to bring a next video where we are going to add a complete backend to this service provider app. So do not forget to hit that like button down below. Now after this, once we have added all this thing, now I want to show a popular services list over here. So we'll write a text name which will be popular services. So for that I need to copy this text again, and we need to just paste it outside this container, and we'll paste it over here. And here you can see repairing, but we need to simply remove this text to like popular services. Yeah, so we can simply increase the size up to 22, and we can move this text to the left side of the screen. So you already know that we need to pass a cross, which will be cross axis alignment dot start, and here we need to pass the padding to this text. So we'll wrap up with a padding first, and we'll write dot only from the left, which will be 20.0, from the top, which will be 20.0. So here you can see a popular services text. Now here I'm going to show the top popular services that the user can choose and can simply book that service. Now after this I need to simply pass a container, will pass a width, which will be media query dot of context dot size dot width, so that it can take a complete width of the screen. Now a decoration, a box decoration, and here we need to pass a customized color code to this container. So I'm going to use the color that we have just passed above. So I'll copy this color code and will paste it over here, something like this. Now after this, in this container I need to simply pass a child, a row, and the children. I have used a row because in this container first I am going to show the service provider picture, his ratings, then a service he is providing, and the name, hourly charge, and a book service button. So these are the features that I'm going to show in the container, so that it will look a completely packed service provider app where the user can see a ratings, charges that the different service provider are charging, and a book service, so that they can simply book the service by selecting date and time. Now after this I need to simply pass the image dot asset, and here I'm going to use that exact image that we have just used above, so as an example. And here I need to simply pass the height, which will be 50, and the width 50, and the fit box fit dot cover, box fit dot cover, something like this. So here you can see the image, and we can do one thing, like we can pass some padding, edges, not padding, we need to pass some margin. So we write margin edge insert dot only, from the left 20.0, from the right 20.0. Yep. Now we need to pass a size box up to height 20.0, so that I can pass some spacing, and 90 and 90. So if you are facing any problem while writing a code or anything, like, you can directly ping me on my Instagram ID, or if you are looking for any app for your business or for your school or anything, so there is an app crafting startup. You can simply find the link in the description box, link for our startup, which is app crafting, to get a budget friendly app for your business or anything. Now after this I need to simply pass and padding, so we'll write padding edge insert dot only, from the left 20.0. So we can also pass from the top, which will be 10.0. Now after this we can also pass from the bottom 10.0. So here you can see the image. Now we need to pass a border radius to this container too. So I will simply pass a border radius, which will be border radius dot circular, like 20. So 20 will be too much, maybe 10. Yeah. Now we need to also pass the border radius to this image too. So I will simply increase the height up to 120, something like this, and we can use a clip react widget. So we'll write clip react, and the border radius, which will be border radius dot circular up to 10. So here you can see the image. Now after the image is shown, as I've told you, I want to show the rating just here. Now to show that rating I need to simply pass a column and a children. Now we need to pass a row, and a children, because first I want to show the star over here, then the rating. So to show that, I need to simply pass icon, which will be icons dot star. I think so, star. Yeah, star. The color will be simply like colors dot orange. Yeah, or you can simply pass an yellow. It's up to your wish. Like, but yellow doesn't look good, so let's keep it orange. Now we need to pass this star over here in the top, so I need to simply pass cross. So main is for the row is this horizontal line, and this cross is this vertical line for the row. So we'll write cross axis alignment dot start. So here you can see the star. Now after this, we need to pass a size box with which will be 10.0. Now we need to use a text widget again. So I'll copy this text widget and we'll paste it over here, and we'll simply like 4.5 star has been given to this service provider. We can simply decrease up to 20, or you can keep up to 18. Now we can simply a size box with up to 5.0 will be good. I think so, it will be better. Yeah. Now after this, once we have passed a star and the rating, we need to simply pass a service that this service provider is providing. So here I need to simply paste it over here, and will simply write home cleaning. So this is the service that this service provider is providing. Now we need to pass a cross, which will be a cross axis alignment dot start. Yeah, something like this. Now after this, we need to simply pass like which user or service provider is providing this service. So we need to pass the name. So to pass this name, I will need to copy this text widget again. We'll paste it over here, and we'll simply write by. I will write some random name. So let's write Shivani Sharma. Yeah, and a color will be remain same, but it will not be bold, and we can increase up to 15. So by Shivani Sharma, you can pass font weight dot w500. It's up to your choice, like how you want to give it more creativity. Now we can pass a size box here, which will be height up to 5.0. So here it is. Now after this, as I've told you, there will be a hourly charge that this service provider is charging. Now here you can see that there is lot of space between this container and thing, so I can do like 10. Yeah, and now we can pass a row widget. Now the use of row widget will be like, here I need to first add hourly charge that the this service provider is charging, and the second will be a button book service that will redirect the user to book this service. Now after this, I need to pass a container. Now in this container, I need to pass a, not let's pass a width. First we need to pass a decoration. I'll see the width when I need to add it. So I will pass a color, and here I need to use a customized color code. So I'm using this color. So we'll copy this color and we'll paste it over here, something like this. So here now we need to copy this text and we'll paste it over here. Now here you can see the color of this container, but I want to provide some dark color to this container. So I will simply do one thing. I will pass this color, and we will remove this text, and we'll write like charge in dollar. So we'll write $24 per hour. Yeah, so here it is, and the color will be simply like colors dot white, and we'll do font width dot bold. Yeah, so here it is. Now if you want, you can do like this. I think so. Yeah, it's okay. Now after this, I need to simply pass a padding. So I will increase the size up to 18, And we can do one thing, like we can pass a padding edge inside dot all up to 10. 10 will be too much, I think so. 8, 5, yeah, and 17 or 16. 60, let's keep it 60, yeah. Now we can pass a spacer, sorry, spacer. No, we can't pass a spacer because we are writing in the row widget. So we can't pass a spacer over here. It will simply so that you will get a like render need layout and a overflow error. So don't pass a spacer over here, and we can simply pass a border radius. So we'll write a border radius, and the border radius will be circular up to 10. Yeah. Now after this, I can do one thing. I need to pass a width because I want to provide some more width to this, and we'll simply center it, and we'll pass a center and the size box. So we'll write a size box height up to 10.0, something like this. So here it is. Now after this, I need to like pass a border radius circular, yeah, will be 5. We'll copy this container again, we'll paste it over here, and we'll copy this color and we'll paste it over here. And book service, our second button, so we'll write book service. Let's keep it book now, otherwise it will won't fix on this container. So we'll write book now, and if you want you can keep it a lower case. So book now, and a main axis alignment dot space between. No, it will won't work because as I've told you that everything works on the row widget. So we have used a row widget, so nothing like space between spacer or like anything can work over here. So we'll write size box width. We need to pass a fixed width and the height to maintain that all spacing between the container. So here it is, and here you can see that we have created a first thing which is user profile. So here you can see a user picture, the service is providing, the star, the name, the hourly charge, and the book now button, which will redirect the user to the book now page. Now let me add one more service over here. So I will add one boy image over here and a second service. So this is the popular service that we are going to show in the respective radius. Like I want to show all the service provider in the radius of 5 kilometer. So that's why I'm going to use a geolocation for that. But if you complete this 500 likes aim on this video, then I'm going to add the backend for this completely service provider app. So as you can see, I have added some of the users in our popular services section. So here you can see the 2 users that I've added by just copying this container, and I've just changed the user image and the work they provide and their name. So it is done. Now here in this home page, our home page UI is done. Now we need to move to the bottom name. So here I'm going to show the bottom name, where I want to show the home page, then the order page, a chat page if you want, and a profile page. So there will be a 4th section that I'm going to add in this bottom name. So let's move to the pages folder, and we'll simply create a new file name which will be bottom name.dart. And inside this bottom name.dart file, I will simply import the package by using material.dart, and we'll write a stateful widget which will be simply like bottom name. Now in this bottom name, I need to show the curved navigation bar over here. So I need to copy some packages from the pubdev, and we'll simply copy that package and we'll show that package over here. So I will copy this package name curved navigation bar from the pubdev. So you can simply open this pubdev website and can search a curved navigation bar and can directly copy this dependency, and you can simply paste it in the perspXML file. So you need to paste it over here inside the dependencies and simply paste this file and run this file that we have pasted in the perspecml file. After this, let's move to the bottom name, and here I need to simply first I need to simply write a list which will be pages, and in this pages section I'm going to store all the page that I want to show in the bottom name. So let me create all the page that I have just told you now. So first one is home that we have already created. Now second one is an order section. So we'll write order.dart and we'll simply import the package by using material.dart, and we'll write a stateful widget name which will be order. Yeah. Just a second. Order. Yeah. So here it is. Now we need to write a scaffold. So I will write scaffold. Now after this, I need to create two more pages that I have just told, which is a chat page. So we'll simply write chat page dot dart. So here we'll first import the package. So we'll write import and we'll write material dot dart again, and we'll write a stateful widget which will be a simply a chat page. So we'll write chat and page. So here it is. Now we need to again write a scaffold, and last page is profile page. So we'll again create a profile page. So we'll write profile dot dart and we'll again import by using material dot dart and a stateful widget which will be a profile page. So we'll write a stateful widget which will be a profile profile page. Now we need to write scaffold again here. So here it is. Now let's call all these pages in the bottom name that I've just told you now, that we'll create a list name which will be a pages where we are going to store all that pages. So we'll write late and we'll create a list. So we'll write list, and these are all in the form of widgets. So we need to write a widget and we'll write pages. So here we have created a list name pages, and let's call all that page that I want to call. So we'll write first one is home. So let's call this home, and we'll simply write a page name which will be like home page. Yeah. Now the second one is an order page. So we'll write late. Now a order page. So order page. Yeah. Wait a second. Order, and we'll write order. So here it is. Now the third page is our chat page. So we'll simply write a chat page and we'll call that chat page. And the last one is an profile page. So we'll write profile and profile page and a profile page. Yeah. So here it is done, and we have called all these pages. Now we need to simply store this page in the pages list so that we can show them in the bottom name, and the user can navigate to this pages easily by using this navigation bar. Now we need to pass a int current tab index. Now let me tell you the use of int current tab index. So int current tab index is something like it will keep the count like in which page you are and which page does the app need to show. For an example, first one is a home icon. So when you press to the home icon, then it will simply send a message that the first page has been clicked. So it will simply keep and count like a third icon is clicked, then it will simply keep and count up to 2. So it will simply show the third page, and here it will show that page in the app. So it starts from 0. So that's why I have told 2 and the third page. So here it is done. Now after this, I need to call a init state, and in the init state first I need to store all that pages. So we'll write home page is equals to home. Yeah. And the second one is an, I think so, order. So we'll write order and we'll store the order, and a third page, it is a smaller version of it, and a chat page is equals to chat page, and fourth one is profile page. So we'll write profile and a profile page. So here it is done, and we have called all the pages. Now let's store them in the pages list. So we'll write pages is equals to, and we'll write a square bracket because it indicate a list. So we'll write home page. So first one is home page, second one is order, third one is chat page, and fourth one is profile page. So these are the four things that I'm going to store in the pages folder. And now after this, I need to write a code for the curved navigation bar that we have just pasted in the perspec.ml file. So we'll write first scaffold, and in the scaffold I need to call a bottom navigation bar, and in the bottom navigation bar I will simply call a curved navigation bar. Now in the items, I want to show all the items like the home icon, a shopping cart icon, or you can shopping bag icon, a chat icon, and a profile icon. So after this, I need to do one thing. First, let me pass some height. So we'll write height 70, and a background color which will be a simply white. I think so white will be okay. So we'll write white. So background color will be colors dot white. Now the color that I want to show, which will be a color dot black, and animation duration. Animation duration is something like if you move from one icon to the another, for example home to order icon, so it will take how much time to shift from one icon to the another. So it is an animation that I will show you how the animation work. So here I need to pass a duration, and will pass a duration in millisecond, which will be a 500. So you can pass any time according to your choice, like how much time it should take to move from one icon to the another. Now in the on tab, I will simply pass an int, now an index, and as I've told you, index is something that will keep the count. So we need to store that count and show that correct page. So here we need to store that in the current tab index that I have just explained you. Now here in the items, I will again write a square bracket because it is in the form of the list, and here I need to simply pass an icon, and first one is icons dot home. So we'll write home and outlined, home outlined. Yeah. Now the color will be colors dot white, and you can also pass the size. So I will pass the size 30.0. Now third one is an shopping bag. So rather than showing a shopping bag, because you are booking a service, not buying a groceries or anything, so let me find some. So let's keep this icon, and a third icon will be like icon and the icons dot chat. Yeah, you can simply pass outlined over here like shop outline, and a chat will be a outline too, and the color will be colors dot white, and a size will be 20.0. Now the fourth icon is a profile. So we'll write icon, and it will be icons dot person. Yeah, and color will be simply white. So we'll write colors dot white, and a font size, sorry, size will be 20. Yeah. So here we have passed all the icons that we want to show in the current curved navigation bar. Now after this, the main thing, do not forget to pass a body, otherwise you can't see the current page when you tap to that respective icon. So we'll pass current tab index. So here it is done. So as I've told you that in the pages is in the form of the list, so current tab index will be keep the count of the icon that the user press in the curved navigation bar, and it will simply navigate to that page. So let's call this, and let's first save all the file, and let's move to the main.dart, and we'll simply write bottom name, bottom name. Yeah, and let's, so here you can see the bottom navigation bar, but here you can see the icons are really small. If you want, you can simply increase the size. So we'll move to the bottom nav and let's make it 30. Yeah, so now you can see the icons clearly. So now when I'll tap to this order icon, it will simply move to the order page, chat page, and the profile page. So these are how a curved navigation bar is working and what animation I was talking about. So for an example, it is on the home icon, and here you will see that it will show some animation to move to the second icon, which is an order page. So this is animation duration, like how much time it will take to move from one icon to the another. So here our bottom nav is done. Now let's move to the third page, which is a order service detail page. So in that, not an order service detail page, we can say that a service detail page. So for an example, if the user press to this book now button, then we'll redirect a user to the book now page from where they can simply book this service. So here in the pages folder, I will simply create a new file which will be like a book page.dart, and we'll simply first import the package by using material.dart, and we'll write a stateful widget name which will be a book page, something like this. Yeah, now we need to write a scaffold, a body, a container, a child, and a call. So if you are looking for a booking app where you need a complete backend and everything, so in our channel we have already made a barber booking app from the scratch, and we have already connected a firebase in that app, and that app is a complete app from the scratch, and can add that app to your resume, because that will be a booking app that you are going to learn, and it will give a complete knowledge about how the booking app works. So now let's move to this book page, and here in the children, first I want to show the back arrow over here so that the user can directly move to the home page back again. So now in the column widget, I am going to show the back arrow that I have told you now. So in the container, I need to simply write a decoration which will be a box decoration. So now I will simply write a color, and a color will be like colors dot. Let me collect the color that I have just passed in the this page, which is an home page. So I'm going to use this color. So this is the color that I'm going to use, and will paste it over here. Yeah, now after this I need to simply pass an child to this container. Now in the child I can simply pass an icon which will be icons dot like an back arrow. So we'll write back arrow back iOS new outline. Yeah, so here we need to first pass and color to this icon, which will be simply like colors dot white. After this I need to simply pass a book page so that I can show you what all code I'm writing the book page. So we'll write a book page over here, and in this book page, now first I need to pass a margin from the top so that I can see this back arrow icon. So we'll write margin edge insert dot only from the top, which will be 40.0. So here you can see the icon. Now we need to pass some padding, not an padding, margin from the left position. We'll pass and padding, so do not need to worry. So here it is from the left position. Now we need to pass a padding. So we'll write a padding edge insert dot all from the 10. Not over here, sorry. It will be over here. Yeah. So here you can see the padding. Now we need to pass a border radius. So which will be a border radius dot circular, and we'll simply pass 10. So here you can see a back arrow. Now we need to navigate the user back to the home page. So to navigate the user to the back to the home page, we need to wrap up with a gesture detector first. So we'll wrap up with a gesture detector, and in the on tap method I will simply write navigator dot pop context, and it will simply pop out this page and will move back to the home page. So here this is the back arrow. Now after this, I need to show a user profile. So here first I'm going to make one container, and here I need to show the service he providing, his name, the star icon, and a rating, and the hourly charge, and the some images over here which will be uploaded by the service provider, and we can directly show that in the home cleaning page. Now to do that, I need to simply pass an container, and here I'm going to use exact that color that we have already used in the our home page to show this container. So we'll copy this gradient color property from here and we'll paste it over here, something like this. Now we need to pass in the box decoration. So let me pass a box decoration. So we'll write decoration, box decoration, and we need to pass the gradient color over here. So we'll cut it from here, we'll paste it over here, and we need to pass a cross axis so that I can move the arrow over here. So we'll write cross axis alignment dot start. So here it is. Now after this, in this container, I have told you that we need to pass the things. So we'll write a column and a children. Now in the text, I'm going to pass the service they are providing. So here I will copy this text widget and will paste it something over here, and will simply rename the text to home cleaning. Yeah, so here you can see the container and the text. Now we need to do one thing, like this container should use a maximum width. So we'll write width media query dot of context dot size dot width, and a size box we can pass will be size box height 20.0. Yeah, so here it is. Now I need to move the text to the left side, so I will simply pass a cross here again, which will be a cross axis alignment dot start, and we need to also pass a padding. So we'll write padding edge insert dot only from the left 10.0, and we can do from the top 10.0. Yeah, now after this we need to pass a border radius to this container. So we'll write over here, so we'll write border radius, and the border radius will be simply circular 10. So we'll write border radius dot circular 10. Yeah, so home cleaning. Now just below we need to show the text like user service provider name. So I won't write a code for that because we have already wrote that code. So I will move down and will copy this text and will paste it over here by Shivani Sharma. We'll just increase the font size so that it can be seen clearly. Now after this, I need to show a hourly charge that they are charging. So for that, first I need to pass some margin so that this container won't get stuck to the right side. So I will simply pass a margin. So let's pass the margin over here. So we'll write right 20.0. Yeah, now here I need to pass this, but before that we can do one thing, like we can wrap up with a row widget. Now let's wrap up with a column widget again, and we'll cut the text widget and we'll paste it over here, because I want to show this box where it will simply show the hourly charge that this service provider is charging. So I need to move the text something over here. So we'll write cross axis alignment dot start. Now in this row widget, I need to write and container again, and a decoration box decoration. The color will be simply like colors dot orange, and a child. So we'll write child and we'll copy the text widget and we'll paste it over here, something like this. Now after this, I need to write an hourly charge which will be $40 per hour. Yeah, so here it is. We can decrease down the text size up to 20, and we can pass a space which will be main. If you want to pass a fixed width, it will be also okay. So we'll write a width and which will be a 40.0. So you can pass a 50. Yeah, and we can pass some padding. So we'll let padding edge insert dot all from the 10. 10 will be too much. I think so 6 will be okay. Yeah. Now a border radius. So we'll write border radius, circular 10. So here it is. Now after this, as I've told you that we'll pass some images that the service provider has passed over here. So here we need to simply move and we'll write image dot asset, and we'll get some image from the asset folder. So we'll write images and we'll first get a image which will be a curl.jpg. So we'll pass the height up to 150, 120, and a width which will be 120. Sorry, 120, and a fit box with dot cover. What fix dot cover. Yeah, so here it is. Now if you want, you can pass a size box, height 10.0 will be okay, and we'll copy this size box again and we'll pass it over here so that I can pass some spacing from the bottom, and we'll pass it over here. We'll change it to up to 20. So here you can see it. Now if you want, you can pass some more height to this image which will be 180, and now to pass the border radius to this image you need to simply wrap up with a clip react widget, and you can pass a border radius which will be a border radius circular 10. So here you can see the first image that have been uploaded by that service provider. Now if you want, you can add some more images. Now to add that more images, you can simply wrap up with a row widget. But if you want like the user to add 3 to 4 images and they can simply scroll them, then you can simply remove a row and you can pass a list view and can show all the images in the horizontal form. Though this is just a UI, as I've told you, if you cover a like aim, I will simply add the backend to this complete app. So here I need to copy this clip react again, and we'll copy this clip react and we'll paste it over here again. And let me paste one more image. Let me do one thing. Let me paste some images of cleaning, or if you want me to do like this. Nah, it's don't look good. Let me paste some images. So as you can see now that I pasted some images that I've downloaded from the internet, and here the image of an home cleaning that will be uploaded by the service provider, but I've just pasted some image in the images folder and I've directly used them by using image.asset. Now after this, I need to show the description, like how the service provider wants to provide this service. They can simply write a description like what all they will provide and what they will don't provide, and what the homeowner need to provide, like the equipments for the cleaning or anything. So here we need to show that description. So to do that, I need to simply write an text widget, and here I will copy this text widget from here and will copy and will paste it over here. Yeah, so here you can see the text, but I need to show in W500, not in a much bold form. So I will write W500, W500, yeah, something like this. Now let me paste a lorem ipsum text over here, because I don't write a description complete, because I don't know how to provide a home cleaning service. I am a developer. So after this, I will simply pass a size box height which will be 20.0. So let me paste some lorem ipsum text. So as you can see, I paste some text over here, and if you want, you can decrease a font size up to 18, and here it will show a description of how they want to provide this service. Now after this, we want to show a two time slots. So one will be a time slot and second will be a date. So time, so to show the time, I will simply create a row widget. We'll write a children, a icon, and the icons will be simply write icons dot alarm. Yeah, now here after this I need to show the time. So this is the icon, like when the user want to book this service, they can simply choose the time and the date by using a calendar. I will add a calendar now. So here first I need to copy this text widget and will paste it over here, and we'll change the time to like 10 a.m. 10 a.m. So here you can see that. Now if you want, you can increase like colors dot black, and let me do one thing. Let me provide some more design. If you are making an app with a beautiful design, so let me provide some more design to this alarm icon. So I will do one thing. I will wrap up with a container and will pass a decoration and the box decoration. Now a color and a colors dot white. So here now we need to pass a padding and insert dot all from the 10, and here I need to wrap up with a material widget. So this is a design that I think it will look best 40, yeah. And a border radius, we can pass a border radius first over here. So we'll write a border radius. Our border radius will be circular 10, and we can pass the same border radius to this material widget over here. So here it's look good, and now it's look like a button that can be pressed, and the user can simply change the time and can select a time according to his wish. So here you can pass a size box with which will be 10 a.m. Now after showing the time, I need to show the date. So we'll copy this size box again and we'll paste it over here. Now in place of alarm, I will simply show a calendar month here and a date. So we'll write some date. Yeah, so this is a date, and user can simply like select a time, a date, and they can click to a book now button. Now yeah, so after this I need to simply pass an container and a width, which will be media query dot of context dot size dot width. Now we need to pass an decoration, a box decoration. So here I'm going to create a customized button, so by providing my own color and everything. So you might think that have why I haven't used a elevated button. So I always prefer to use a customized button rather than using elevated button. So if you have followed my old videos, then you already know that I used to create a customized button. So here I need to create a child, and we can simply pass a text. So we'll copy this text again and we'll paste it over here, and we'll simply write the text name place order, or you can say book now. It's up to you what you want to show. So we can see the text now. We'll pass colors dot white. So here book now, we can center this, and we can pass some padding, or you can also pass the height 40 or maybe 60 will be okay. Yeah, and the border radius. So we'll pass the border radius. Our border radius will be circular 10. So here it is. Now after this I can simply pass the height up to 40.0. So here it is, and a book now button. So our book now page is done, and here you can see the user image, the user name, the home cleaning, the service that the user is providing, us hourly charge, description about the service they are providing. They can select a time, a date, and the book now button. So this is the thing that we have made. So if you haven't hit that like button till now, then please hit that like button and write some beautiful comments in the comment box. I'm waiting for the comment to give an heart from my side. So after this, let's completely test the app. So we'll move to the bottom nav, and here now when I'll tap to the book now button, it will redirect me to a book page, sorry. So to navigate to the book page, I need to pass a navigator function. So here where we have wrote a thing, over here. So we'll not a book now. Yeah, we'll wrap up with a gesture detector. And in the gesture detector, in the on tap method, I will simply pass a navigator dot push. Sorry, navigator dot push, and we can simply pass a material page root and a context, and in the context I need to navigate the user to the book page, so I will simply write a book page. Now let's hot restart the app, and here it is, our home page is ready for our service provider app. And here you can see a different services, a search bar, a user profile name, a user profile pic, a popular service, and it will be shown in the radius of 5 km when we'll add a backend if you complete the like game as I've told you. Now when I press to this book now button, I will redirect to a booking page where you can see a user profile, like a home cleaning service they are providing, the time slots, and date they can select, and a back arrow to directly move to the home page back again. So here it is done, and we have made the complete UI of our, not a complete UI because there is some pages left, like a order page, a chat page, but profile page. But my main aim of making this UI video was that I want to cover the main part of the service provider app, because order page and chat page are usually same in all the apps. So if you want to learn some more UI designs, because I've already made, I think so, 3 to 4 designs on this channel, and 10 to, I think so, 10 apps we have made from the scratch while connecting the backend and everything. So if you want a code of this complete app, I will paste the link in the description box. Until then, keep coding, keep having fun. I will see you next time. Thanks for watching.